It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This motherfucker came up the damn thing.
The middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Go. Because I told you. Sit down right there. Stay. Stay right there. Got me?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward.
Shitty ass internet, so we can't go fast.
Well, this defense for the Commanders very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts.
Oh, you bitch.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J.
defense.
Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Jonathan Allen had a very nice season for Washington in 2021 with 9 sacks and his first career Pro Bowl nod. He continues to be a valuable centerpiece for that defensive line.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We own that shit.
Conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, and oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening. Drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go back to the ground with Sanders.
Let's go.
Got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen.
You better keep throwing that motherfucker. You sure hell ain't running.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Give me the pick. Give me the fucking pick.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambition.
We'll take that.
But it's well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This running
first time touching this thing.
For them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 8 coming up. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. To about the 26 here. A big game here for Carson Wentz. He mostly got cheers. Some boosts smattered in when he was announced before the game, but 35-32-1 was Wentz in his 5 years as the Phillies starter. His best year, well, you remember that one, 2017, finished 3rd at MVP voting, but a knee injury ended his season late and opened the door for Nick looking and finding Thomas in the end zone.
Well, there you
Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
I missed it.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Very cool.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Oh boy.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Have you checked the price compared the price between Bane and Barracuda?
Yeah, Barracuda's more.
Okay, they got a special offering.
Bane is the cheapest. And Bane is the one that served this us before. Hey, what?
I said the motherfuckers that also had a lot of money too, so.
Hold on, man. Thought you was ready. What are you doing?
Probably doing the same thing you doing.
What are you doing, Snoop?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not...
Ain't no way he catches that between them both them motherfuckers.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly,
all that dirt on me. Get down, and I'm gonna punch you.
The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts, a handoff to Sanders.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
Oh, get out of here with that good shit.
Yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's trash.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop the throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Lacking. They're throwing the ball like I want to throw the ball.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wentz now to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. They find some open field here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to thank the front office and the coaching staff. They've got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what...
Touchdown, Washington! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the... Offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop.
That shit don't lag out, that's your ass. That shit don't lag out, that's your ass. I'm going to dot your ass up. Don't worry about it. Get used to it.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's 21-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds
really, bro?
to go before halftime.
Go to half.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
I told your ass go to half.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else.
That's on you.
As well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Why the fuck would you call timeout with 10 seconds left and you just got a sack, bro? That's dumb as fuck. Like, you had no momentum.
It's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
And I know it's a pass. You ain't running the fucking ball.
Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it.
No, you play smart.
We are back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Play fucking smart. Had I get ball back, you just gave me all momentum. Like, you fucked yourself.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know he did. That's why he breathing hard.
That run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? Or do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down.
Woo, boy, jump over that motherfucker. Jump over.
After a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
Oh, come on.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Look at that bullshit. Ain't no way. Get the fuck out of here. I was past that nigga.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Wentz. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really
come on!
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the toss, here's Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line
Blitz
of scrimmage.
coming. Blitz coming.
Dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run. This is Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
You got a 2-back system. Motherfuckers might be in trouble already. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28.
Ooh, that ball's supposed to come out of there. I was showing enough ripping at that hoe.
3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On play action, it's Wentz.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down.
A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz.
Pick. Ooh, good catch, boy.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Robinson on a give right side. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
You don't want to do that. That's a business decision, son.
This down to the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. And that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
Woo, give me one more hop.
About the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Wentz on third down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
It's a big boy, son.
Robinson Jr., his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. Back to throw here.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
Over 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
You ain't learned yet that high throwing shit ain't there? You jump, I fuck the ball. I don't want the ball. I want your body.
These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he can't hang on to it. And the screen never got started. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run
Good game, bro.
created some space, and he got there.
You say that every year.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.